Welcome everyone to another Minecraft mod showcase. In this showcase, we will be taking a look at the Illage and Spillage mod. And what this mod does is add in a bunch of different illagers with all unique special abilities, and they're pretty aggressive, so let's go check them out. Alright, so we are in a village currently because I want to test out some of the raid stuff and see how they actually interact with villagers and iron golems. So this is a mod kind of used to complement 1.14's village and pillage update. It adds in a bunch more of the illager guys, a bunch more different variants and stuff to add some more variety into their raids. So I will give myself Bad Omen for a second here just to actually give Eccentric Emerald Bad Omen just to actually call a raid and have these guys interact with some villagers. So the Iron Golem's already like shredded 2 of them, so he's kind of doing bits. But I'll just start showcasing them anyway, and then they'll probably spawn themselves over time. So the first one we've got here is the Igniter. And this guy has like a flamethrower. Look at him. He shoots fire. He's got this like massive box on his chest that he's holding, and yeah, he's very, very cool dude, and he will attack iron golems and of course villagers. He has a very long range as well. He tracked the iron golem from all the way over there, and yeah, pretty aggressive dude. He fires very quickly as well. I might spawn him a bit further away so the iron golem doesn't destroy him straight away. But he's got a flamethrower on his back. He's got the little goggles, or like the what do you call it, like a welding mask as well. It's really, really cool. And it's like a torch on a dispenser. Oh, one of them actually spawned as part of the raid as well. That's really cool. Okay, we'll take him out. The iron golem's actually dead. The last one actually killed the iron golem, so these guys are in a bit of trouble now. They need to kind of go hide and stuff, I think. But apparently they have the option to just shoot snowballs as well. Oh, there we go. Now they're shooting the snowballs. So maybe it's when they're in water, they shoot snowballs or something. I'm not entirely sure. But they can shoot both, apparently. So that's what I'm noticing. It might be just randomized. I actually don't really know. Okay, the next one we've got here is the Twit-Illager. And this one, the description of it says basically it is the most terrifying illager because the other illagers are scared of it. It is literally so angry that the other illagers will avoid it on purpose. So I might spawn in a different illager and see what it does. He just got a text message, I think, and now he's getting angry? What? That's so cool. Oh my god, there was a massive explosion. What did he just do? Where did he go? Did he just die? Did he just explode from anger? So I guess the text message he gets is making him angry, or like the tweet. Oh my god! What? So that guy apparently, he gets very angry at Twitter, and he runs at a villager and explodes when he reads his phone. So that's, I mean, Twitter will do that to you. Okay, and the next one we've got here is the Croco Fang, and this is essentially like, kind of like the Evoker's like teeth, or like the spikes that it brings out of the ground, combined with a Ravager nearly. Like, look at that. It's so, so cool. So it attacks normally, and it also has like a charge up attack where it kind of takes a second, and then it just kind of goes flying at its enemies. Like, look at this. Oh my god, it's crazy. Like, look at that. That's so, so cool. So it's essentially like a massive crocodile ravager kind of thing. And when it does that attack, it takes a second to actually recharge. It kind of lies down on the ground and has to take a second to like recover itself a bit. Okay, so here's the Croco Fang and here's a ravager. So both very, very big, obviously. I think this one is like a slight bit like longer and very, very aggressive dude. He can go very quickly as well with that whole charge up attack thing. But he does take a second to recharge, and a random illager, I believe, will spawn on his back as well when he comes into the world. Like, look at this poor villager, dude. Imagine a Ravager and a Croco Fang chasing you. Like, that's just game over. Moving on to the next one, we've got the Absorber. And look at this dude. Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? Look at the size of him. Oh my god. He's the most swole pillager on the planet, dude. Like, Jesus. So yeah, this guy is no joke. If he gets near a villager, he will just crush it with his giant hammer. But because he's so slow, it's, oh my god. I was going to say it's very hard for him to hit it, but he just did. And he almost one-shots a villager with his hammer. So very, very strong dude. Very, very strong. So one crazy feature about this guy is that he only takes 1 damage. No matter how much you hit him, he only takes 1 damage. So if I use, say, a netherite sword here, that's only 1 damage. You can see my damage indicators. It's 1 damage every time I hit him. So a strategy they recommend is that you use something like lava or cacti or something, because he has no like frames in between damage ticks, so you can, however fast I'm clicking, it will do all the damage. Usually when you punch a mob, it's a cooldown. Like, for example, with this pillager, if I punch him, I can't, like, spam click him really, because there's a cooldown on the hitbox in between hits. But with this guy, there's none of that. Look how much faster I can damage him. But he only takes 1 damage no matter what. So, a strategy is probably to use, like, fire or something with, like, a lot of consistent damage. So, if we try, like, fire here, okay, he went in the water. Of course he did. Of course you did. So if he stands in fire, takes damage very quickly. Very, very quickly. And that will kill him pretty quick. So fire, very strong against this guy. And that one actually died too. So fire, cacti, lava, anything with a lot of damage ticks will kind of kill him very quick. And next up, we've got this guy kind of going around in his little hay bale. This guy is called the Preserver. And essentially, he stays kind of camouflaged in his hay bale. So the way these guys work is they will jump on other illagers and give them a hay bale as armor. They're useless on their own. They don't attack or anything, but they will aid other illagers by jumping onto them and giving them like a hay bale of armor. What did I just spawn? Oh, I spawned the wrong one. Whoops. Regular pillager, please. Thank you. So what they will do is they'll jump onto any other pillagers in the area and give them a layer of hay bale as armor and protection. So they're kind of just like a support pillager. They don't really do anything by themselves, but they give their other pillager friends support. And the thing with these guys is because they have more armor, they are harder to kill, but you can also light them on fire or put them in lava or something like that, and they will take double damage because of that. So fire aspect also will be very good too. Okay, so we've checked out all of the basic pillagers in this mod. Now we're going to move on to the bosses. So the next one we're taking a look at is the Spirit Caller, and that's this guy right here. And he's very tall actually. Look at the height of him. He's like 3 blocks tall nearly, I think. Wow, you're a tall dude. So this guy will spawn on the 4th wave of a raid, and he basically has this force field thing where you can't damage him until all of the other illagers from the raid have been defeated. So now I've defeated the last pillager in this raid, so it's just this guy left, and now we can damage him. But there's now more out for spawning, so that means that his force field is back. And it's just, as long as there's still pillagers alive, he will be immune to damage with this force field. But if you defeat them all, the force field goes away and you can damage him. So this dude won't actually attack villagers from what I can see, but he will attack players. So if we punch him, now I think he'll go into attack mode. Yeah, there we go. And he will only start attacking if you attack him first, basically. It's a bit of a strange concept, but yeah, he only does that. So this is his attack form, and he basically flies. He's got these wings, and he'll start doing a bunch of attacks on you. So he only takes 50% damage from projectile attacks as well. So it's got this laser attack as well. It gives you slowness. It will do a lot of damage as well. Be careful of that one. You can also see him through blocks, I've noticed sometimes. This one, you can get pulled towards him. Why is there so many holes in this village? This attack is the Spirit Hands, and this will create 2 gigantic hands that he can use to pull you towards him, and then it will slam you into the ground or it will punch you. So yeah, he's very hard to hit as well. He's kind of floating all the time, so very difficult. This attack, he summons these little like blue orbs that chase you around, and they will do some damage as well. And there's the laser attack. That one is very, very tough. Here he's doing his punch attack with the blue hand there, as you can see. This attack with the little red guys is the Imps attack, and this basically summons imps from the nether, and they will set you on fire if you get hit by the red places on the ground, these parts. So if I get hit by the red here, I'll be set on fire. These guys will do damage, the red things around me. And if we defeat him, he becomes unstable. And there we go. Defeated. So after defeating the Spirit Caller, you will then get this item right here, which is the Spellbound Book. And by right-clicking this book, you will corrupt yourself, meaning you can use 2 of the Spirit Caller's abilities. So now I can use 2 of his abilities. I can right-click to the ground to summon these imps, like you saw he used on me. And that will do that attack. So we can use it on the pillager over here maybe and see if we can get it to work. And I think I missed all of them. They're moving really fast. I can't really hit them properly. Or what you can do is you can also attack a mob with an empty hand to summon the little imp guys to attack them as well. And as you can see, these 3 will then attack the mob that I have attacked with my hand. So it does a lot of damage too, by the way. So once you use it though, be careful because it will go on cooldown for 1 hour after you use it. So it's a very long cooldown. Next up, we've got the Freakager, and that's this guy right here. He looks absolutely menacing. Again, he has a force field, so we need to take care of all the different pillagers still alive first in the raid, and then we can fight him. Oh my god, what's he doing to this villager? Oh my god. So to initiate the fight, he'll turn that villager into his spider minion, and he'll start chasing you around on his big spider villager dude. He also summon these pumpkins. This is one of his attacks. Another attack is he will basically, oh my god, explosive pumpkins, and he'll also shoot the like potions, the splash potions out of him into the sky as well, and he'll also shoot you with cobwebs. So the full list of attacks is basically he will throw axes at you, he will throw scythes at you, he will throw bombs, the pumpkin bombs, and also the skull bombs too. He will throw the dark potions, and if the free creature takes damage, it will then summon these guys, which will then heal him. If the free creature is below full HP, it will summon these candy around them. As you can see, there's candies behind him there and candy here. And these will all heal him back up to full HP if you don't kill the candy quickly. Also, I forgot to mention the spider thing is called Ragno. And that's basically his pet. He turns other villagers into Ragno. And then he just kind of uses the spider to attack enemies, basically. So the spider thing, the Ragno, is basically immune to damage altogether. So the only way to actually defeat this guy is by killing the Freakager himself. So once you actually defeat the Freakager, the Ragno is now uncontrolled and there's nothing stopping him. He's now going to go absolutely ham on you. He burrows into the ground. This is one of his attacks and he's probably chasing me right now. There he is. Oh my god. So yeah, this guy is very, very crazy. And the only way to defeat him is when he does his attacks and he's lying down on the ground and he's vulnerable. He's got this attack where he runs across at you, like a kind of charge attack. He also burrows under the ground. He still shoots the webs. He seems to be invulnerable for quite a bit. Sometimes he will lie on his back like this, and this is a good opportunity to do a lot of damage because that's when he's most vulnerable. But otherwise, he will block with his first like legs. He will block like a lot of damage. One of the attacks is because he's after swallowing the Freakager's bag of horrors. He can then do some of the Freakager's attacks. It's a random one. You don't know which one it's going to be, but he can randomly do some of the Freakager's attacks. And there we go. Finally, we've defeated Ragno. So the Freakager himself, very strong boss. And then this guy as well is just like a crazy combination. And when he dies, you'll drop the bag of horrors. And with this, you can use one of the 3 attacks that the Freakager use. So you can use the pumpkin bombs, the scythe, or the trick or treat. So I think it's randomized as far as I know. This one is the trick or treat. It's going to heal me with these candy guys. It goes on a cooldown for a while, and then you've, I think, a random chance to get any of the 3 attacks. The Magispeller. So this dude will spawn on the final wave, or the bonus wave of a raid. So if we hit him once, now he'll attack back. He has a few different combinations. We've got this move here, which he shoots a bunch of Vexes at us. He's got his crossbow attack. He's got his twirling crossbow attack. He's got like a bunch of attacks. Alright, so I have the full list of attacks here. So one attack is called Fakers. So that's spawning a bunch of clones like the Illusioner would do. There's the crossbow spin. We already saw that. He's got heal. He can randomly heal himself. He can summon Vexes, which he's just done. He's got the dispenser arrows, which is like the minigun thing. He's got the Fang run, so he spawns Evoker Fangs like the Evoker. And it's even stronger than the Evoker's attacks because it will spawn the Fangs a lot more like quickly and they will just chase you around. He's also got a Potions attack which will basically throw potions at you, like splash potions, and they will slow you and such. He's also got a life-stealing attack which we saw earlier. It's basically where he pulls you in with the gravity thing and then he'll steal your HP and heal himself. And as we also saw earlier, he's got the Creeper attack, the Kaboomer, so if he's stuck at one place, he will summon the Creeper hologram and that will explode doing a massive amount of damage. And once we defeat this guy, if you can manage to defeat him, as you can see, we get a totem for our troubles. Oh my god, he didn't even die. Oh, wait. Yes, he did. No? Maybe? Yeah, there we go. It was like trolling us for a second. It was like he just wasn't dying. Okay, so when he dies, he's supposed to drop an item, which I think we saw. But unfortunately, one of the explosions actually blew it up. So that's really unlucky. Be careful of that if you are fighting this guy in survival. So the item he dropped was this, the Totem of Banishment. And what this does is it basically banishes any Vexes in the area. So if we do a /summon Vex, summon a bunch of them. As you can see, they're all over the place. If we right click this, they all disappear. But there is a 15-second cooldown. So this is very, very useful. If you're fighting that guy again, for example, or if you're fighting an Evoker, you can get rid of all the Vexes very easily. And that will do it for the Illage and Spillage mod. It is a fantastic mod that adds so much more into raids, adds an extra level of difficulty if you are someone who finds it very easy to do raids in regular survival Minecraft. These pillager bosses are super, super strong and guaranteed to give you a challenge. It's a super well-made mod. I think the animations are fantastic, the boss fights are really intricate, and each boss has a bunch of different attacks, and each pillager is very well implemented into the mod. The mod, as always, will be available to download down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.